Hello everybody. I think I've finally decided what I want to do next with this channel. I kind of like the idea of making 100% playthroughs. I don't want to like speedrun the games per se. I'm not looking for perfect gameplay, but I want the final video to be pretty clean. I don't want to waste a lot of time, and I don't want to make a lot of mistakes. The final product will be a long play that's not going to have any voice commentary, because I feel like a lot of the folks who watch those kinds of videos don't really want voice commentary. I still kind of want to do voice commentary though, so I think as a compromise, I'm going to make additional videos that document the journey towards getting all the clean gameplay footage. It also gives me a good chance to laugh at myself and all the silly mistakes I make along the way. Hopefully y'all enjoy some of that too. This initial footage will just be the clean gameplay with little bits of commentary just here and there. And at the end, I'll show a few of the outtakes so we can laugh at them together. Hope y'all enjoy. Yeah, just ignore that. That's a little test file. Do the Game Boy file. Oh gosh. Between setting up OBS and everything else, I have probably seen all these cutscenes a dozen times in the last like 24 hours. Oh gosh. Of course, with the actual footage, I don't want to skip it, so here we go. So nasty. Yeah, Violence might need to get his eyes checked, because like in what universe does Gruntilda look anything like a bear? And I guess I maybe doesn't know what Banjo looks like yet, but like, how does it look like a bear? Grunty doesn't look like a bear. She is beautiful in her own way. Okay, now I can get into the actual game a little bit. Like, I saw this scene, and I've heard this dialogue coming up so many times. This first video goes through Mumbo's Mountain, and I don't know if it's probably just me getting the rust out since I have not played this game in a few years, but like, I made so many of my mistakes on Spiral Mountain, and only a few actually on Mumbo's Mountain, so it's a bit funny. I'll go ahead and tell y'all another little secret too. I don't want to make off like I'm some kind of pro gamer who does all of this in one session, like continuously. Anytime a screen transition of any sort happens, that gives me a point in which I can cut the footage and try segments over and over again until I get gameplay that I like. So hopefully the transitions will all be seamless if I do it all correctly, but I only ever really need to actually play well for a few minutes at a time. There's this first little shortcut. You can jump up here, kind of skip having to go up the hill, and that is surprisingly annoying. I screwed that up quite a few times. That onion guy back there. I actually lost a couple of runs on Spiral Mountain to that dude of all things, just screwing up and not hitting him right. I kind of want to kill him, because I can collect that first piece of honey energy there and get the dialogue here. It's better to get it here than to get it later. But I screwed up hitting him a few times. And the one other thing I have screwed up is coming up. There's another little shortcut you can take going up the actual spiral, and I screwed it up a few times as well, which really stinks, because that is the last major thing before the next screen transition. But wasn't too bad. So one thing I do here is I take just a second to look around. You know, this game's not much here in 2026, but to like little bitty me back in 1997, 1998, this game was incredible when it came out. Absolutely incredible. And here's another little scene. You know, do they just sit in here the whole time? Are they just in here the entire time? I feel bad for Grunty. You're gonna have some, like, neck issues. Given that I'm old now, like, I can kind of relate to that. Neck issues are no fun. You should have made that machine a little bit taller. I'm assuming Klungo made this thing? I don't know. Whoever made this thing. I guess maybe I could have listened to that dialogue there, but yeah, it's just bottles, who cares? This guy was actually pretty hard, because I did not account for the fact that Grunty's laughter continues into that black transition screen, so I actually made the cut around the point where Banjo materializes. I end up planting an egg here, then I have to sit and wait for that dialogue to play out, because I want to get the dialogue out of this guy. Yeah, when I was a kid, I would always destroy them, just out of spite, even if I didn't need the health. Go ahead and kill that guy too, for fun. I end up killing that guy, which I forgot that there is a little bit of... I think there's a line or two of dialogue with that dude when you come back in as a termite, but oh well, it's not a big loss. And now, I think probably the longest single segment of this level. It's a little while before we get to the next screen transition. Thank goodness we can finally have the Talon Trot. Gosh, it'd be so nice to finally have that. Ah, my stupid chair creaking. Really need to get a better one. It's like surprisingly hard to gather all those notes in a single line without like straying off the path. That's one of the reasons why I go so slow there. These little triplets are also surprisingly annoying. Now, I know in the 100% speed run that I watched, there is a trick where you can jump up onto that stump, before Chimpy's dialogue interrupts you, but I've not been able to do it. I figured as soon as I got the X, I should just immediately show off the butt stuff. That's what we all want to see. Oh gosh. He sounds so hurt, poor guy. It's like, this really hurts. Oh, I almost fell there. You know, kind of surprised I didn't lose any runs to Conga, but no, I got him on my first try. I didn't have any trouble with him. Another thing, I kind of hate that jump is a teensy bit blind, but fortunately I did not fall. I always like to kind of jump away or move away after you hit the switch, even though it puts you back on it, so it's kind of pointless. Go ahead and get some of the notes in this bridge. We'll get the other ones once we change into a termite. Speaking of, I think it is about time to become a termite. Yeah, I think that's the last thing we have to do is Banjo and Kazooie here. Oh wait, except for the totem. I kind of debated jumping into the fire in here, just to show that it does hurt you, because it would have been funny, but I ultimately decided not to. Now, one thing I will do in here, just a second, so I'm going to jump up here and gather some eggs, because I'm going to get a very nice egg total here and try to keep it. Just a little joke for people who are paying attention, I guess. Decided to listen to the rest of Mumbo's dialogue and did a little hop just to add a bit of personality. Yeah, fortunately we killed that first guy, so there's no dialogue, but it's not a big deal. Some of these jumps are kind of annoying. As a kid, I'd screw them up pretty often. You know, fortunately, this termite is pretty nice and just lets us grab the notes immediately. You know, sometimes he can be kind of mean and sit there. Alright, now we're at the top of the level. Gonna get one of the last jiggies and take a little moment to look around here. And just take a look at things. And now for the outtakes. Like I said, most of these were on Spire Mountain. Here's that jump. I actually make it in this case, but then I just completely missed the cauliflower, which is just kind of silly. Oops. Here's the first failure with my arch nemesis, the onion. Just jump before I actually hit him. Oops. Here's the jump. And rejected. And here's this one. It's painful. This time I just completely miss. And I just stand there and let myself get hit. I got some hang time there, but rejected. And again! Rejected. Now we're in Spire Mountain. Just gonna casually miss that note. And then roll into the slope. Cool. Just gonna roll past the termite. That's about it. It's Mumbo's Mountain, so there's not too much to see. Thanks for watching.